Um, all week I've been all over YouTube. I haven't been posting videos on YouTube except for gaming videos. But what I have been looking at, I've seen a lot of black YouTubers, and the whole realm that they're already talking about. They're talking about racism. They're either talking about um, Karens acting a fool, and not that I have an issue with that because you're supposed to call out racism and you're supposed to talk about Karen's harming black people. I saw a video today that Karen called the cops on a black guy. He got roughed up by the cops. That's all. That was a despicable video that I saw, all well and good. But are pro blacks harming, are, are they hurting the black community? And I'm not saying that they're hurting the black community because they're going out harming people. I'm not saying that. But are they giving the right message to people and how to handle certain things? Because you can hear over and over again about racism, creating our own business. We need to boycott. We need to, and this is the favorite thing I hear all the time. We need to quote unquote separate. My question is, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go to separate from people? Because in my opinion, the only place you're going to separate is if you go to the African continent. That's the only place you're going to separate from. Because you're not going to separate here in the States. It's not going to happen. You're not separating. And I saw a post. Jonathan Isaac refuses to take a kneel for the national anthem. Okay, he refuses to take a knee. He plays in the game and he gets hurt. And you have black people celebrating and happy that he gets hurt. He tore his ACL. Because here's the thing. If you don't agree, my thing is, if I don't agree with what they're saying, then something bad should happen to me. Because at the end of the day, I'm against black people because I don't agree with their mindset. Jonathan Isaac got hurt and people were cheering. It's like we have some sick people out here. Because he didn't kneel, he deserves to get hurt. And I see everybody taking knees all over the place. I see people taking knees for the national anthem. And I'm supposed to sit there. I'm supposed to jump for joy because he's taking a knee. Oh my God. What is that doing for black people by somebody taking a knee? Is it creating businesses? Is it building businesses in the black community? Is it building a black Wall Street? Is it arresting Breonna Taylor's killers? Is it doing any of that? That's good. You want to take a knee for the national anthem and all as well. It's good that you want to take down statues of old whatever. It's good that you want to take down Confederate flags. It's good. Okay, fine. But what is the end game? See, a lot of people talk, but they have no end game. They talk all this crap about, oh man, I hate the white man. I can't stand them. Oh man, we need to get away from them. We need to execute. You ain't doing none of that. Because you see, when people get on YouTube, they feel as though they have to portray something that they're not. And these same people that get on YouTube spewing what they're spewing off, they're going into work every day and they're not saying any of that. They're not saying none of that. They ain't going up to no white boss telling them they hate them and hope that. They're not saying that. 9 times out of 10, they're being buddy-buddy. They sitting there and was trying to bust it up, trying to get a position. That's what they're doing. Let's just keep it 100. And it brings me to my point now. We can talk about white supremacy, racism, police brutality, hate crimes, but I didn't hear anybody talk about this 7-year-old boy being killed in Philadelphia while playing on the porch. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about it. It's like nobody says anything about it. And see, that's the problem. And if they talk about something like that, they will talk about it in a way that they won't hold anybody accountable. They will sit there and they will blame white supremacy. White supremacy. It's the white man's fault that that boy died. A white man don't make you go up and pick up a gun and start killing people. Yeah, has white supremacy caused things to go down in the black community where it gave the dominant society the unfair advantage at some point? Yes, it has. But you're going to sit there and tell me that white supremacy has something to do with this 7-year-old boy being killed while sitting on the front porch? Really? But we don't hold people in our community accountable for being savages. We don't hold those people for being savages. We want to sit there. We want to defend them. We want to cheer them on. We want to free them, get them out of jail so they can go out there and start harming other people. Because we don't want to hold them accountable. Oh no, I'm not going to touch that. The racists are going to, if I talk about that, the racists are going to go out there and they're going to donate money. And that's stupid because you're getting money anyway because people are always donating to you all the time. So what difference does it make who donates to you? If you weren't talking about it, they're still going to donate to you just to hear what they're talking about. You don't know who's donating to you. You don't know who's doing whatever. You don't know. Just because they put a black picture up there doesn't mean anything. But see, some of y'all are scared of what are scared. Oh, well, I don't want to say this in front of them. Or what? Why do you care? Why do you care about what other groups of people think? See, that's the problem. A 7-year-old boy dies, but we don't want to talk about it because we don't want white folks to hear it. But white folks go on the news and they see this every day. White folks see the articles on Facebook and they comment about it. You know why? Because I see the comments all the time. So they're going to come on here. They're going to see what's going on. What are you going to do? You can't do nothing. You can't stop them. But you will give these people, savages that are harming people, excuses after excuses after excuses after excuses. But then if you talk about it, you call it out, you're a coon. You're a sellout. You're Sambo. You're an Uncle Tom. You're sidestepping. You're playing both sides. When a infant's getting killed, when a 7-year-old boy is getting killed, when children are getting killed in the community, it is a duty for all black YouTubers to speak up about it. Because we'll go off if a white person go out there and kill a 7-year-old boy. Oh, everybody will be in the street then. Everybody will be ready to destroy stuff. But it's quiet out here when this happens. See, that's the problem. And I'm not saying you shouldn't go crazy when it's done by another group of people. but you should be much angry and upset that it's happening within your own community. But people choose not to do anything about it. And then if you talk about it, you'll be kind about it. You won't call them out. That's the problem. But we want to be so-called pro-black. But pro-blacks go up here talking trash on YouTube, but that's all they do. They ain't putting in no work. They ain't going out there doing anything about nothing. All they do is talk trash. I'm not saying all of them do. I'm saying most of them I see do. They go out there and talk trash, and they get you wound up, and they put an idea in your head, and some of y'all don't go out there and think for yourselves. You need people to think for you. And some of y'all don't even have an original thought. Oh, we should do this. We should do that. We should boycott. Or we should go to Africa. Where'd you hear that from? You can't just get up and just go to Africa tomorrow. You can't. We have to start building in our own neighborhoods. We have to start owning our own stuff. We have to start controlling our own stuff in our own areas. And stop giving it away to other people when they, give you an offer. No, this is ours. We're keeping it in our own community. We need to create jobs. We need to fix our communities. We need to build better homes. We need to fix up our homes. Some of us don't take pride in where we live at. We don't. But you'll sit here, and talk about somebody else's problems, but we have our problems in our own backyard, but we can't address them. This 7-year-old boy got killed. He's 7. Somebody's mother, somebody's father. He didn't ask to be killed. But you have people in our community that don't give a damn about anything. Because there was a code out there that you don't go after little kids, you don't kill no grandmothers or anybody. That code is thrown out the window. But we'll just blame white supremacy because that's what we always do. My thing is, we need to hold people accountable. I don't care if it's in a white community. I don't care if it's in a black community. We need to hold them accountable. And another thing, because we talked about allies. Oh, well, we need an ally, and if you're not for certain things, you're not an ally. Number one, why are you begging other groups of people that's not in your community to become allies? It's like some of y'all look for outsiders to fix your problems. Y'all can't fix your own problems. Y'all can't go up to Capitol Hill and demand things because you have other groups that do it. Go out there, demand things. Go out there and shut things down. Somebody does some racist stuff to one of your own, you go out there, you shut that mall down. I'm not saying going out there to destroy it, but you sit there and shut it down. Say, look, we ain't having this. Either he's fired or we're going to stand in front of this. Ain't nobody getting into the store. And we're going to be here every single day. Every day until this person is fired. You don't do that. See, if you put pressure on people and if you're consistent and persistent, you'll get things done. But we don't. You know, we do it for a little bit, then we go on to the next trending thing. So, what's the point? That's all I gotta say. Tell me what you think about what I said. Do you agree with it? Do you not agree with it? And what can we do, to change things in our own community? I'm out.